Hi, everybody. Welcome to TFC HQ, presented by Kia. Maria Papadakis alongside Gareth Wheeler. Regen Day here at BMO Training Grounds. Quick turnaround for the Reds as they head to New York to take on the New York Red Bulls on Saturday. Gareth, this is a must-win match for Toronto FC, especially with that playoff push. New York Red Bulls is also a big rival for Toronto FC. So what can we expect on Saturday?
Well, one thing is that although you played midweek, you played at home, which is a benefit, and it's just short travel to New York for Saturday's game. So the midweek game for me is no excuse. And you're right, there's a little bit of a desperation factor here. And yes, there's a rivalry between these two teams. They simply do not like one another. The history with Josie Altidore inside Red Bull Arena, the melee in the tunnel last year in the playoffs. Look, these are true out-and-out rivals. But head coach Greg Vanney said today, and I think he said it more importantly and really stressed the fact that all that stuff, it takes a back seat to the fact you need to come away with 3 points here. Look, Toronto FC are still on course. When Greg Vanney said the team needed 7 wins down the stretch, well, they picked up one of them last week, and they can still go if they win out through the table and pick up 6 wins in 6 games, but there's very little room for error. So that will be the focus here this weekend, is just coming away with the full 3 points and let the bad blood, let that sit, push that to the side for the time being.
Coming out of Wednesday's match into Saturday, we did see Oro get some time. Victor was on the bench yesterday and was said that he could have had some minutes. So what do you think heading into Saturday with returns and day-to-days?
Yeah, it's just been months for Victor Vasquez playing a weekend, then a midweek game. So Greg Vanney definitely had an eye for Saturday when it comes to Vasquez. I fully expect him to be in the team. Of course, Javinko left in the first half against Tigres. It's a calf irritation. There's no scans planned. He is day-to-day. They're hoping that Seba will be good to go this Saturday as well. And more potential good news is Chris Mavinga is still back training again with the reserves, players that didn't play. He's making significant progress. And when push comes to shove, he may be able to play on Saturday as well. And if Mavinga steps right back into the team, that will bolster the group defensively against a very talented Red Bull side. Bradley Wright Phillips, he's on pace to have 3 straight seasons scoring 20 goals. He had a hat trick last week, and so if Mavinga can come back into the team, that can bring nothing but good news for TFC.
For more on what to expect from Saturday, let's hear from the team.
Yeah, look, the key for us is defensive right now. It's not giving up goals at bad times. It's not making mistakes when we can't make mistakes. It's seeing all plays out and making sure that we're defending as a unit and also not losing balls in bad places.
Not really. I mean, Red Bulls have had a good season. For us, it's just about staying alive. We have to go there and try to get a result. I mean, there's nothing else in it besides that.
Obviously, at this point in the season, it's an important game for us. So we're focused on doing everything we can to get 3 points because every point is valuable at the moment. We understand they're a team that is been successful over the course of the past few years and are especially good at home. So we understand that they're going to be a challenge, but at the same time, I think we feel they're a bit more vulnerable now than they have been maybe in weeks past, and are conceding a little bit more than they have in the past. So we're going to try to beat them on the other end.
Obviously, playoffs are on everyone's mind. So what is the table looking like for Toronto FC?
Well, not great, to be honest with you. The Philadelphia Union picked up a victory with 10 men last night in Seattle. They're on 43 points with TFC 13 points back of them. Look, I think it's really between the Montreal Impact, DC United, the New England Revolution, and Toronto FC for that 6th and final playoff spot. And TFC still has that carrot really right there that you're not only playing a rival in Montreal still to come, but you have a game in hand on them. So you really got to hope when you're looking at the table, looking at the schedule this weekend, that teams like DC United and New England continue to drop points. If that's the case, there is a glimmer of hope. But first and foremost, Maria, they need to come away with 3 points in New York, a very tough place to play this weekend.
Well, the Reds will be in New York on Saturday, take on the New York Red Bulls, 5 p.m. kickoff on TSN.